Hi guys, welcome back to Creation Lab Soaper channel. We are going to be doing today a koi soap. I know it's been done before, but we wanted to make one. I'm going to show you my embeds. We worked on these. Usually I see the white koi fishes, but we did ours a little differently. We got some orange and white and some yellow, just our version. I made my own lily pads. I just did a cap in melt and pour, and I cut it, and then I used, I have a little scalpel or whatever it's called, the little knife that you use for crafting, and I cut out that and put some lines in it, and then I did all these different coils, and I put in glitter in multiple different dimensions. I'm not seeing like in camera that it's even doing justice to what they look like in person. These ones are not going to be put on when I make the soap. They will be on the front afterwards. We're going to be making like a sandy floor, and then 2 shades of blue for our top. I'm going to put a little bit of these lemon peel granules into there. I'll mix that by hand, and once I blend everything together, just to give that a little exfoliation and a little bit of definition. And then this is not any beach scent. We haven't done a lot of them. Today I wanted to do something kind of a fresh, clean kind of smell, so we're doing lemon verbena. And even though it has lemon in it, it's very much kind of like, in my opinion, like just a clean kind of, I wouldn't say grass because I don't think grass smells good, but a green scent. It's Yankee Candle dupe. Some people that probably know that scent from just being Yankee Candle. But that's what we're going to do today. This is going to be a 40-ounce recipe. So it's not going to be a high top, but it's going to be a little bit above. We're going to play with the spoon and make a little bit so it's got a wavy texture on top. All right, and with that said, I was going to show you one more thing. We made a soap earlier. It gave me a little problems between me dropping things and that, but this is our Empress soap. And when we get it, you'll see the cutting, and that it went before it gets released on our Facebook pages, which is our Creation Lab on Facebook. But with that, we are gonna get making soap, and I'll adjust you so you can get a better view of the oils and the whole process. So, all right, we're gonna start off with, I'm gonna pour my lye solution into my oils, and then we're gonna blend it up. I've done that before, huh? And those of you that can tell, you can tell that it's going a little, I dropped it, so it seems to be lacking a little bit of power. And so we'll just do this with the blending. The high doesn't sound high at all. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Last time it fooled me. We'll see. All right, we're gonna start out with doing the bottom, and we'll set the rest aside for later. I'm just gonna, that should be good right there. And then I'm gonna be doing this caramel brown butterscotch. So I just want a little bit of a light brown color in there. Hoping it's not too yellow, but it should work because ponds have got all kinds of different things going on towards color-wise. And then we're gonna pour some in here of this lemon verbena, and then we'll do a mix. Scrape the sides a little bit. that's pretty good. And then I'll just scrape this off a little bit. All right, and move that to the side. Okay, and then like I said, we're gonna be pouring this in here. Give it a little exfoliation and texture that's not gonna be in the water. It's just gonna be in the very bottom of the soap. If you really want this soap, but you don't want the abrasive bottom part, feel free to cut it off. And you can give it to like maybe your husband, boyfriend, or whoever to use as a little bit of an exfoliation, like to get dirt and all the stuff that gets embedded into skin, like kind of like our Puma soap that we made the other day, the mechanic soap. And so like if you can see, there's just a little bit in there. It's not, I shouldn't say a little bit, it's pretty good. And that scent, it kind of reminds me of the Australian bamboo grass that we've used before. But it smells really fresh and clean and really springy and summery. This is kind of part of our spring and summer collection. And I know kind of weird with koi, but we've always, at least I used to when in a house that I had in Utah, we had our own little koi pond. My sister has a koi pond, but that's when the flowers start coming out of it and you get it up and going, and then your yard, you do the yard around it, gets to do, as well as people go fishing. And I don't know if I would have made a bass, fish, or trout type of soap. How many of you guys would really be like, oh, I need to have that trout soap? But koi sounds like a good plan to me, so that's what we did. All right, now I'm gonna do a tap down on it. Maybe a little bit of wiggling just to get it so that it's straight, because it's being nice and thick for me here. Scrape that into there. But this one does smell so good. Maybe cucumber's kind of a good scent to compare it with. All right, so I'll put this to the side. So we'll get this and this, and I'll get a new spatula and my bucket of spatulas to the side, and give this a quick swirl real quick, and we're gonna pour off into these two. Put a little of the extra. The one with a little bit more is going to be my darker color, but they're going to be, I'll put a little bit more in here maybe. I normally, when I've done soaps that were to do with water, they've kind of been ocean. So I've added white because the waves in the ocean are white. But for this one, we're not going to be doing that, because in the pond it's usually one color, but I'm going to make it two just to give it a little coloration. There's no foaminess. Sometimes you get a little green algae, but we're not going to do that. So this one is Nurture Soap's Baby Blue, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's just a light blue. We'll put that one in there. And then this one is from Scent Expressions, and it's called Prince Charming, and you can pretty much see it in that bag there. It's a nice deep blue. So put that into there, maybe just a teeny bit, because I want it to be nice and vibrant. All right, and then we'll pour fragrance oil into this one, and the rest into that one. And then I'll start with the light one, and we'll mix, and then we'll mix, and then we'll swirl together. And then we get to play with the embeds. All right, let's see how this goes. Pretty good. And I know you can't see as well through these containers, but you'll see when it goes into the soap. The gray is not as good as the white. spatula and do scrapey. A little bit of that off, get that good stuff into there. All right, so I'm gonna start with this. Let's do it together actually. We'll do let's plop it in because we want it to be really kind of swirly. All right, and then I'm gonna put all of this. Actually, let's do a tap down for a second. And then let's get this into there. I'm gonna leave a teeny bit in there, and it's very little. And then we'll just push that down. And then we're gonna do the dark. And we'll do a tap down again. It's getting all over the messy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the spoon and just kind of do so it swirls it a little bit in there. Just a little extra. I'm making sure not to go as deep down as the brown. And I can kind of feel it when I kind of got near it because it's definitely much stiffer. And so we'll do that. Wipe my fingers off. I've got my mess going on here. And then you know what? A tap down again because we put a little bit of air bubbles in it. All right. So then I'm just gonna do a plop and smooth it and get it down into that corner and scrape out all that I can get out of here. Part I always have trouble with the spouts, getting it all out. All right, we'll scrape that down. I just got it back on my finger. It's okay, it's what gloves are for. And then we're gonna take this, put it on there, and there. And scrape that there. Okay, and then we're gonna just kind of move that down a little bit, swirl it on, clean up the sides. Okay, and then I'm gonna give my fingers a really good wiping, and I'm gonna take my spoon and I'm gonna do a little cleanup too with it. And then we're just gonna do a texturing. It's not gonna be a wave or anything like that, but you get the gist, just a different kind of a texturing. We usually do waves and pull it to one side. This is what we're gonna do today. All right, now, do this. Oh, that smells so good. I understand. Now I want the candle. Okay. So, our fishies. And I can't remember if I have extra. No, I have the perfect amount. And so I'm going to turn it to the side so I can see my lines. So they're pretty big fishies. And then I'm just going to put this like that. So I'll show you. So it's just going to be like that, and there will be each bar. There may be some fishies that get like a little bit cut off because it's a pretty close tight quarter. Oops, I should have moved you there. And because of the way they curve, I'm going to rotate each way. So these fishies are so pretty. I live out in what it would be considered, yeah, kind of rural area. I live up in the mountains, a high elevation. I kind of would love to have a koi pond. With that said, I don't think it's such a good idea because, so I'm gonna be cutting these and I'll cut them for the single. I won't gonna use the multi-bar cutter, and how big they are, if they end up being where I don't get 9 bars, that's okay. You guys, that means you guys will be getting bigger bars than you normally do. And who's got a problem with that? I don't think anybody is. But anyway, we get lots of coyotes, and I live in Nevada, but it's not like when you think of Nevada, you think of Las Vegas and that. It's completely the opposite. We're just a small little town, and it does not get near as hot as Vegas does, but it does still get pretty warm up here during the summers, but we also get a lot of snow during the winters. But with the wildlife, I don't think I'll be able to get that last little bit. And so I think I'm gonna just do a little slide over of these guys and do an adjustment so we can do a little bit bigger. Maybe so that they don't overlap. And so this one is gonna be only 7 bars instead of a 9, but there'll be bigger bars, more to love. So there may be also just a little bit, depending on ounce-wise, a little bit more than the normal. But I think that looks cute. Might make with these leftover soaps here and these lily, might make a couple of little mountain pour soaps. That will be kind of cute. But so when these get cut, we'll put these on the front. And that, I know this is ocean, this is pond, but I thought it'd be cute. But anyway, so like, yeah, with the koi ponds and stuff like that, the animals would just get into it and eat it. They wouldn't have a chance. It would be so cruel. All right, and that's a little bit of rubbing alcohol. This is an amazing soap. I think this is like our labyrinth soap is gonna go fast. And our next video is gonna be, we're gonna be doing a peacock soap. I think that's another one that people are gonna love. All right, if you wanna see the cutting and get details about contest and be able to enter, we do all those things on our Facebook page, which is Our Creation Lab. This will be into the store into June, and you can get that at our Etsy store, which is Our Creation Lab. I'll put a link below. Feel free to like and subscribe, follow us while we make, I might not be the most talented soaper, but I do have a lot of creativity, and I think that looks really cool, and it's kind of cool to see what we come up with. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a good day.